They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Like 7. Omaha, remove.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he takes this one back into the end zone of the Falcon defense. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Going up top for Cup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boone. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Let's go.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
4th down, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs. First and 10, it's Patterson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons. Damiere Byrd, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Atwell now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Rams nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Atwell now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Point it right.
Mayfield to throw it. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Hill to return it. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson, 38 yards. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But
he's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Allen. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. At one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's the option, running right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man, it's London. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Falcons just continue to roll. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Atwell now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Third and long for Mayfield. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Let's go.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They'll run with Patterson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll go with the option, coming right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Atwell now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Mayfield on first down. Going up top for Kupp. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backup.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Atwell now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Atwell now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. 62. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw caught here by Boone. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 23.
A gain of 15. First down, Falcons.
They'll go option to the short side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On the double. Shot, 17.
They'll try to run with Patterson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Rams 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Atwell now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example.
Depth under pressure, and they got to him again. The Rams on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Mayfield. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw, Mayfield. And it's caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simple and merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A give up the middle to Akers. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Akers again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Gay is on for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
69, Rams 23.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do, go and get more. Oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Troy Anderson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Troy Anderson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Mayfield down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.